Good evening and welcome to Vic News. Dried fruit growers today were warned of a projected drop of $200 a tonne in returns for sultanas from the recent harvest compared with the 1991 crop. Australian Dried Fruits Association Chairman Henry Tankard issued the caution so growers can carefully plan their cash flow over the next year.
The latest crop estimate is for 93,000 tonnes of sultanas from the harvest just complete, which is only 300 tonnes short of the 1972 all-time record figure. The industry still has 12,000 tonnes left over from the 1991 harvest, which netted 80,000 tonnes, making it two big production years in succession for Australia. ADFA Board of Management Chairman Henry Tankard says with the carryover, the industry is faced with a huge marketing challenge.
Well, the availability is around 105,000 tonnes, which of course is far in excess of the sales achievement of any year historically. Our usual sales achievement is in the range of 70 to 80,000 tonnes, so a very big volume to market.
The carryover is not unusual for the dried fruit industry. Sometimes fruit from 3 production years is sold simultaneously by Australia and other producing countries. He says the commitment of the majority of the 1991 crop, with that complete, the industry has now got more accurate projections.
And it seems likely that returns for 1991 sultanas to growers will be in the order of $1,300 a tonne. Now that may fluctuate a bit from packer to packer, but that's a benchmark figure on which growers can budget.
Things are not quite so good for the 1992 crop given the overrun from last year.
Well, almost impossible to project the return for the 91 harvest because of the time it will take to sell it, but I think it's reasonable to assume that the return to grower will not exceed $1,100, most likely fall below it. How far below it will depend on the events that follow. Of course, if there was a major crop loss around the world, the figure might be quite different in an upwards direction.
Mr Tankard says the major markets of the world are in recession, which has resulted in a contracted demand for dried fruit worldwide, including a great reduction in prices resulting from political manoeuvres in recent months. But the industry leader today warned growers to watch this year's cash flow very carefully.
I think it's critical at this time that growers take stock of the good cash flow we've had for delivery payments and progress payments early in the season and recognise that the cash flow might be quite different from a crop that's going to take a very long time to sell into a very difficult market.
Twelve visiting teams will compete in the inaugural Victorian Country Lifesaving Championships at Apex Park Beach over the Easter weekend. A series of beach contests with a difference will be held on Saturday, with the Mildura Lifesaving Club hosting the competition events on Sunday.
Mildura Lifesaving Club, because of heavy patrol commitments, are unable to compete at carnivals out of the district. So the club decided to take the initiative and invite fellow clubs to Mildura for Easter. Coordinator Diane Montalto reports an excellent response from visiting teams.
At this stage we have 13 clubs, including our own, competing on the day, so we're quite pleased with that. We consider that for the size of our club, that's something we can cope with.
Where will they come from?
From all around Port Phillip Bay, from far down as Rosebud, right round to eastern beaches at Geelong.
She says although Mildura is only a small group, most members have not competed at a carnival previously. Members, though, have been training to the best of their ability, and Mrs Montalto hopes that members will have fun and meet their fellow club members.
They're used to the bay down there with the waves rolling in and being able to see the bottom, whereas here we've got the river, not able to see the bottom, and it's a little bit different with the current and the water depth as well.
The club will stage the beach events in front of the club rooms, with the board events to be staged up and down the river on Sunday.
Starting off, we've got beach sprints, beach flags, belt and reel events, which is using the reels. The blue ribbon event of the day is the march past, where we have the pennants and pipe band music, and going through to IRB races, which is the rubber boats, boards, skis, just a variety, the usual variety that we have.
Public reaction so far to the carnival has been encouraging. The Sandbar Volleyball Classic will be staged adjacent to the Lifesaving Club, which will be a boost for spectators. Novelty events on Saturday are expected to create a lot of interest.
The forms are filled out at 1:30 and the judging starts at 2 o'clock, so that's meant just to be a good fun afternoon.
And to tomorrow's forecast for Mildura. Fine, a mild and mostly sunny day with a southerly breeze. Our expected top temperature is in the region of 22 degrees after an overnight low anticipated of just 12 degrees. And in our long-range outlook for Good Friday, fine and warm to mild. On Saturday, once again, fine and warm. And on Sunday, fine, very warm, with a freshening northerly wind. And Caroline, that's it in sport and weather tonight. It's certainly looking good at this stage for Easter and all those people camping up the river.
Just crossing our fingers that it will be the way.
That's right.
Well, that's it from us for this evening. Until tomorrow night, good night.